Hello everyone, welcome back to my Jaybird. And this is the next series of openings. And I'm in white. And this is called Knights Waiting Reverse Nightbird to bot 2000, game 52. And I did use the arrows. And let's get on with this. E3, D5, C3, F6, E2. Already my whole intent was to put this knight on this side and this knight on that side, and that's the reverse. But you can see we're already going into the one square. But I didn't want to complicate the opening too much because technically this bishop is going to go into knight's bird and come back into the one square knight bird too. So I didn't want to complicate things. But let's go on with this. After E2, E5, D4, C6, F3, E7, takes E5, takes E5, and there's your knight's waiting reverse. The knight's reversed. This knight went in this side, this knight went in that side, so it's reversed. And you say, well, what's the point if you just, why don't you just go up and then, or just go underneath and go that way? No. There's, like I said before about these moves. Well, when you do something, one thing, and then depending what he does, you can do, and that's what you do, if you can do it. But let's go on with this, because look at him. Look how he just ended up doing what he did. His two knights are over here like this, and the game went like this. After D2, D7, now there's many variations because maybe you wouldn't go into it. You'd end up going into some other variation of my opening, which is part of the openings in the past up till now. You see what I'm saying? So I can't stand here and bring you hundreds of variations of every continuation move throughout the openings in the theory. I mean, it's a lot. But I'm going to do my best to bring you my way of playing. Is not to be so just aggressive and attack and just say, well, go and this is the way you play. No, well, I'm showing you the way I play. In open position, closed position, semi-open, semi-closed, and so on. Through this way of pushing pawns, either up one or the other one two, start the steps, the tower, what you want to call it, and so on. After D7, D4. See, now you have that opportunity because the way it went, you jumping around. Now it fell where you can jump this knight up here. And look at your knight's bird now can come up. So actually, technically, you are going to end up performing the one square knight bird too. But let's stick with the knight's waiting and the knight bird right now. Because the knight bird one square was made specifically to do that, not to just to say because you are doing the one square. No. There was a reason behind that. And like I said before in my video, it could be hard to understand that. But after D4, E4, into the knight's bird, E2, C5, B5, he castles. He just gave up, he blundered a pawn. You see, I don't know what the 2000s thinking here, but takes A7, B8, B5, takes B5, takes B5, C4, castle, C5, takes E4, takes B5, C3. See, this kind of way of playing lets things like, it's a settle way of attack. It's because how's the other player going to really understand? And then, but it's just, this playing is, it's a settle way of attacking. After C3, C5, A4. Now my whole plan was, well, obviously, and even if that pawn wasn't there, it don't matter. His king's over here. This pawn's got to get pushed. And I was about to go crazy and let things get tearing apart and just keep pushing that pawn. But no, I got to, after A4, D4. I take d4. King's safe. Look where his king is right now. You see what I'm saying? After d4, takes d4, e2, d6. Now he looks like he's got a nice little attack going here. He's going to open me up, and I do things different. I didn't have to do it this way. Like I said, I could have pushed the pawn. That's what I believe. After d6, e3, I pinned him. But now look. See, now the attack goes. Now, I could have just said, maybe I could have just taken this piece, right? Now, he could have taken this for free with a check or with the knight and threatened my rook. But now I would have had this piece threatening his queen. So maybe he would have done the check first. Or no, maybe he wanted to do the knight and then come back for this later. But so I could have went this way. I really believe it. And see, the queen can come over here too. But see, then I just push my piece up. So where's the threat? There's no other pawns or pieces around. So, you know, that rook is going to be out of the equation here. And these two rooks are connected. You see what I'm saying? So I don't believe it. So after g4, I go g3. My choice of arrows. I wanted to go this way. And I know he can go over here. I'm going to push. But his queen's pinned. After g3, h5, h4. I have to do it. Now he could go crazy, take this, and then I'd have to take. And then now, what has he got? Now he's out a bishop, and he's sitting here. What's he going to do with all that? Nothing. Then he's going to have to move his rook. But anyway, after h4, he goes e8. I got to move my queen, f3. e5. I take d4. Takes d4. b5. e5. And look, now his king is pinned back here. After e5, rookie over, d1, f6, don't want to trade, a3, c3, take c3, g4. I have to defend this square. If he goes in with the bishop, I take, check. Now I got the queen here. I have to defend that square. Because what is he going to go? Threefold? We don't want this. That's another thing I got to learn to watch. After c4, take c4, rookie over, e1, c2, c1, queen c6. Well, why'd he do that? I was thinking, here, go here. This is a really good move, but it's not. If he goes here, the queen goes here. And look where he's heading. He's headed right for a checkmate. That's why he did that. Because there's nothing he can do to stop this. If his queen went here, like I said, it looks like a good square. My queen will go here. And if he pushes this, I'll just do it with a check. He's going to get checkmated. Or, and I got rooks here. So nope, that's why he did it. After c6, takes c6, takes c6, takes e5, takes b5, takes b5, a8, d6, e1, g2, g1, takes g1, a7, b6, a8, a6. I want to memorize this one and start playing the lower programs. I don't know if I don't think I did them yet. I think maybe I did. I'm not sure, but I'm going to start memorizing that. That looked cool and fun. And I'm going to memorize that and start putting that in my remembrance, 76 and the 77. I like this. I like this opening. It's really cool. That's what I'm trying to say to you. But now the levels are going to go up higher from here on up. And I do use the arrows, but it's really cool. You see, it's not too hard to remember something like this in this position. Now, if you don't take, now things are going to go different. Sometimes they're going to take, and I guess they don't want your knight there, or you can take it with the pawn. Now we're just getting into another kind of game variations here. Now we're just going to end up going in all these variations. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you. This is just one variation. then well, obviously when he pushes, I'm going here anyway. See? So cool. All right. So you got that, and then you say, well, your knight's stuck. Well, guess what? You can always put that one back and then put this one over. You see what I mean? You can still work your pieces any way you want. And then things would change. And then you go on into some other crazy variation here. But the game went like this. I got what I wanted. I got the knights reversed. The knight's waiting. It's in a waiting position, but it's the knights are reversed. Got my knight spurred in. I go here. Now, if he takes, I probably would have took it with the bishop, and it would have been the jaybird then. You see? Just all depends. Or I could have took it with the queen. It would have been a Donnersberg, too, on top of that. So, but it went like this. I don't know why he just doesn't start thinking about doing something else with his pieces, like move them around and then castle in this way. I don't know what. Let me just go back. I don't know what it. Well, see, it developed, and look, well, it looks like the Donnersberg, but I don't know. And you're looking at this. See, when his whole intent was, then he pushed that pawn. Well, he should have known. No, I don't understand that. Because he castled into a weak side. But like I said, I could have done things different here too. I have to do that. And I have to do that. But it could have went different before. I just could have took that piece and then not worry about that pawn. But then he would have to do something about the queen, and then maybe I could have ran a rook over. I mean, just things could have went bananas. But I took this way. The game goes on. There's nothing over there. I defended my pawns right. And like I said, back here, when he went here, if he would have went, let's say here, well, I could just go here. What can he possibly do in this position? He can't put to stop this. If he goes, how's he going to stop that? If he pushes his check, he can't. How is he going to stop it? He can't even take that knight. What? If he just takes, I'll still go in with the check. It's going to be game over. No. Can't do it. Can't do it. Only move. The game goes on like this. And there you have it. Okay, thanks for stopping by. And we're going to have some more of this new opening in the series.